I told you Bitcoin would explode out of its consolidation, didn't I? Will it go to $1 million? Let's talk about it. Will Bitcoin go to $1 million? Well, I just consulted my crystal ball and it didn't know. But I think $6,000 is definitely not out of the realm of possibility. I'll show you what I'm thinking in just a minute, but first, remember you can click the gear icon in the lower right and speed this video up to save you some time in your day. Also, remember to stick around at the end of the video to get another trading maximum. And before we get back to Bitcoin, I want to show you a couple of things quickly. Remember me talking about Papa John's Pizza earlier this week? Well, here's the live daily chart, and as you can see, it's taking a nice bounce off this $50.37 level. Also, if you drill down to the 4-hour chart, you'll see that it's made a nice bull flag right here, and it appears to be pushing up from the bull flag. Not a lot of volume on that yet. In case you're unfamiliar with the bull flag, that's a bullish formation where you have this nice incoming trend and then pull back in this channel, and then it typically explodes in the direction of the prior trend. If you got in at this $50.37 level, you should be good. I could see this bull flag pulling back more, but we'll just have to see where this goes right now. Like I say, not a lot of volume on this candle, so this could be a head fake. I'll link the videos below where I talked about Papa John's before. Well, Tesla made the news again. Apparently Elon's first quarter vehicle delivery numbers fell quite a bit short of their initial estimate. So we get this great big gap down on this huge volume right here. As much as I love Tesla, this isn't looking too good. So I think we're probably looking for some more downside on Tesla. Keep your eyes on it. And now on to the part everyone is waiting for, Bitcoin. So anyone not living under a rock knows that Bitcoin made a huge explosive move this week. I love saying I told you so. Yeah, I was a little disappointed in this candle right here with no volume on April Fool's Day, but definitely made up for it on Tuesday. Up huge volume. But then Wednesday it looked like it was going to keep going, but then this huge rejection wick right here. And now just some sideways movement. I mentioned in my Wednesday video that I would take a small position on a pullback to the 50% here. So I pulled a Fibonacci from the bottom of the explosive candle to the top of the wick, and it has not pulled back to that 50% level yet. So I'm not in this yet. I would like to point something out that I think is really important. You know, in cop movies, they always tell you to follow the money. Well, it's the same in trading, and the money is represented by volume down here. So I love to watch the volume. We have two huge candles here with huge volume behind them, but one of them is this monster rejection wick right here. Anytime you get this long wick like this, that's price rejection. So usually when there's huge volume on a rejection candle like this, it's hard to tell, is this from the push up or is the volume from the push down, back down? So you have to drill down to the shorter time frame to figure that one out. So let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. Well, the 4-hour chart doesn't really tell us the story yet because while it is a bearish candle, it's got huge wicks top and bottom. So there was a push up, there was a push down. This isn't telling the story. So what I did was I highlighted the candle and marked it and drilled down to the 1-hour chart. And this is where it tells the story. This would be the beginning of the 4-hour candle right here. We had nice push up here with some volume. I mean, actually a lot of volume, twice the average volume here. Okay. But these three bearish candles, while there was a lot of rejection in this direction, huge volume on these three candles. So I'm thinking that, you know, the huge volume on this second day right here was more about stopping the move up. So it was a lot of sellers, and probably a lot of sellers just taking profits from this huge move up. The question is, where do we go from here? As you've probably heard me say before, and a lot of analysts won't say to you, no one really knows where it's going to go. No one knows for sure. But having said that, the chart does give us clues, and that's what we act on. Right now, unless some other news comes up, it looks like the buyers and the sellers are about even, so I think we can probably expect some kind of consolidation. The newbies are going to keep trying to push this up. The smart money will be taking the profit from them, and it's back and forth, back and forth. So as I've said many times, don't get the FOMO syndrome here, the fear of missing out. Watch for a pullback or a nice consolidation pattern to get into this, and don't jump in with both feet. Remember, the market has to breathe, just like all of us do. So wait for it to take a breath, and then go in with small size initially. Okay? That's the safest way to trade this. I really believe that the buyers have the edge here, but don't let that bias you when I say that. You have to trade what you see, not what you think. I mean, this thing could pull all the way back here to this triangle again. Okay, you made it all the way to the end. Congratulations. Your reward is today's trading maxim. Now, you know, I've got like 39 of these maxims now, so you probably know too that they're in no particular order. I just write them down the order that I get them. And today's is another one from my trading coach, Casey Stubbs. Number 19, would you take that trade if your mentor was looking over your shoulder? Well, would you? Ask yourself that before you hit the do it button. If this video was helpful to you, please click the thumbs up button below. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.